Yo, welcome back everybody. Today we have gameplay from Galakron where this isn't a composition. This isn't how you win games. This is how you make everybody else lose games. And you might be thinking, Bofur, isn't that the same thing? If everybody else loses, don't you win? Correct, chatter. That is exactly what it is. And sometimes you don't find direction. You don't find any real form of scaling. You can't play toward Poison Scam because it doesn't work in the lobby. What do? Well, sometimes you identify that everybody is playing the same thing and they all lose to the same condition, and suddenly a couple little minions on the board and the right tech pieces just takes first home. It's one of those weird games that is like kind of a niche scenario that occurs every so often. But if you can take advantage of it, it's a free game. All right, enjoy. Yo, real quick break to say this video is sponsored by Firestone. You guys may have noticed that I have recently switched over on the stream and on these videos to the Firestone deck tracker, part of the Overwolf package. Firestone offers a variety of super helpful features such as hero stats right at the hero selection, in-game visuals for banned tribes, and minion lists for each tavern tier. Additionally, the application keeps turn-to-turn stats for each player in the lobby, including leveling curves, recent triples, previous board states, and health totals per turn. Finally, super helpful simulators included, which allows you to test changes in positioning and unit choices against any and all of your opponents over the course of a game. Overall, it's a super helpful package, allowing anybody from beginners to experts to improve their play in Battlegrounds. You can download Firestone for free by clicking the link in the description below. And now, back to the video. Good enough 6 stars. Reef Explorer. Can't say we can play that. Doomsayer. We would need to hit Death Rattle next turn, which means we need to hit Alley Cat or Icky Imp. Oh, it's definitely Doomsayer is the only one playable here. Nah, pass. Nah, pass. Death Rattle, please. This is a really bad 6-star lobby. Just get fucking lucky, chat. It's a really, really bad 6-star lobby. Like, the only 6 stars that you actually want from 6 is Firebat. Like, it's it. Period. 6 stars suck. It's the only card you want there. So if that's the case, what are we doing? We're shooting for a 5? We're getting Mama Bear, and then we're pivoting toward that on Tavern 2? Yeah, it's a good hit. Mama Bear's great. Mithrax would have been reasonable, and everything else is just kind of bad again. Like, it's just a really hard game to play toward an individual 5 or 6 star giving you direction. You really need to be able to level to 5, and taking an Avenge unit early, being able to milk it and then level each turn is probably a more consistent way of playing this game. If we can go to 5 and hero power 6 each turn, that'd be good. But yeah, this was way too good. On average, you do not get this. And we're on Tavern 1, so we oftentimes triple it next turn, which is kind of crazy. I don't want to triple it. I'd much rather hit Trickster here, but... that was a good hit, probably, actually. Hey! Hey! We'll take it. We got Trickster. Did we mention early Doomsayer on Galakron being good? Turns out all Avenge units are pretty good early. Because you have a lot of turns in order to avenge things. This is a little awkward. Do you like sell Trickster level? Do you like double buy? Bad pair? It's never hero power, right? It's pretty much just push the up button. Unless we want to make an argument to buy 2 hyenas. And like, when you say it out loud, leaves a bad taste in the mouth, you know? You just gotta suck it up and push the level up button. Buy a pair of hyenas on my Doomsayer board. Say what now? 8 minions to die? I'm aware. Doesn't matter though. Like, we just gotta level. You gotta do it. You gotta suck it up. The likelihood that you get both procs isn't that high anyway. Like, how are we getting 8 procs when his board only has a couple things on it? Now we're gonna be too strong to milk. Yeah, you just gotta avoid the landmines there. I push the level up button. That's the play. All right, we look at the 4 and then we push the level up button. The Avenge units are pretty interesting. But I think it's one of the things that people get baited by a lot when they play Avenge comps. And this was back in the day of Avenge meta. People would do this kind of same error all the time, which was you would view anything that's a death rattle as a buyable minion because it pays itself back over time, but not factor in how valuable it is to just push the level up button so the average value of the Avenge unit that comes out of the Doomsayer increases. Like, sure, there's a rat there and a pack, or a sewer rat and a pack rat. A rat pack. Like, yeah, theoretically, that's an additional 2 procs on this board for Doomsayer. Or more likely to get, like, you know, 2 on average, 3 optimistically. And this is 1 on average and, like, 2 very optimistically. Like, okay, then that pays itself back very quickly. But you get 3 stars instead of 4 stars. And next turn we can't level to 5, right? Like, we gotta just recognize we're reasonable strength. Doomsayer oftentimes get value, and we just level up to 5, potentially 6. Dodge, Doomsayer, dodge. Good opening hit. Feels good, man. Feels okay, man. Feels something. Alright, well, I mean, I've seen worse. Yeah, we got a full board. We're at 35 health, and we get a level to 5 on turn 6 or turn 7. We can hero power a 3. We could roll the board, but we're not going to sell. So, like, I guess we hero power a 3. If we see a Cathy, we'll freeze it. I'm assuming we're leveling. You could take the Golden Cathy and stay down to pick up the Trickster pair. Then you take a 5-star this turn. Nah. Nah. Pass. I really don't value the Trickster very highly here unless we get the triple. It seemed like a weird way to get Firebat. Yeah, like, it just doesn't feel like we're tripling into a 5. That we push the level up button. We may take a small amount of damage, but we really don't do that much, or really avoid too much damage here any differently by taking a 5-star versus this board. And I think we're way stronger than the average board at this point in the game. Galewing's also hemorrhaging, but it is Galewing spike turn, so like, don't love that. Very good line this game, never would have done this. This is, yeah, when we argue there are certain minions that you just play a different game on Galakrond, like Mithrax does the same thing. You take early stats so that you can push the level up button every turn. Tier 4 units like Witchwing and Doomsayer can allow you to just, instead of having 3-4 minions on the board like we had, we just generated 3 free minions. Now we got really lucky to get the double Icky Imp. That's what made this so clean. Alright, well. By the way, Galewing this is his spike turn. This is Galewing's spike turn. What the fuck? You know what that is? That is a shifter into a mantid, triple into a Bran, and a jug. He shifter to mantid. Alright. Can't say I'm very happy about it. These things suck. Why? Why? Okay. Am I ever taking this? I really want to pivot toward Mantid now. Alright, game. You're fucking funny. You know that? You're hilarious. Should be a comedian. There's a 5-star. Making Minecraft villager sounds now. Where we are. Sephin? Yeah, Sephin be decent. Dude, why are my Mantids such ass? They both got Wind Fury. Well, one got Health and the other one got Wind Fury, but both were irrelevant. Got a Ring Matron. That was a good hit. That was a really good hit, even. Alright. Just get lucky. We avoided damage. Could have gotten extra proc, theoretically. Didn't take the 20%er. And now we push the level up button. Whatever. Whatever, Bob. Whatever you say. Whatever you fucking say. What am I doing? How much gold do I have? It's fine. In my mind, I had one more gold. Not like I really care. This is just a play toward the Mantids being strong and getting Witchwing the Milk. Like, the value of the Cathy is really, really low. 6 attack here, potentially twice. It'd be nice to have it. Not necessary to have it. Is Lee doing better? Not really. He's still struggling with the same issue. But he's sleeping now, which is good. Alright, Mantids. You get to do work now. You have been activated. Well, that's a little bit annoying. You actually don't get any milk. He'll be okay. Just a long, ongoing problem. It's going to be very hard to use. It's the same cards. Are you sure you don't want these exact same cards every single time? We need something to be able to scale on this board, and amusingly, Zap is going to be played here. So Brand for the turn seems like the only real way of doing this. Because we can't just keep around trash minions. We can reborn a Coiler in the long run, but something to be able to make a couple relevant minions here and then play the Mantids. It'd be really nice to be able to pivot toward Murloc, and Brand helps a little bit on that regard. But honestly, we feel like we're just a counter board. Like, while we did get a really nice line to go to 5, our triples, all of them, have been misses. And this is kind of the same problem we were saying about why we would settle for Doomsayer in that situation, even though we didn't have an Avenge board, was because the 5s and 6 stars individually, they just don't do enough in this lobby. And if that's the case, then you kind of need to find a way to either level to 5 and find a lot of them, or level to 6 and find a lot of them. Like, you can get Goldrin and you can steer toward that. You can play toward Mama Bear and steer toward that. You can play toward Sephon and steer toward it. You can get double Fellbats or whatever. Like, those were the win conditions. And from our position, Fellbats was obviously the hit. But we have seen a lot of 6 stars at this point and still no Fellbats. We just got Mantids. Which, while good at the end point of the game, they aren't great in the middle of the game. Yeah, we see 5 Beasts on Alex Strasza. Kind of screams, I have a reason to be playing Beast right now. Gross. Could have gone first, then we kill the Hydra. At least we got the Goldrin late. That's something. Nice, Nadina. Alright, we got a Tavern Tempest, which is cool. 3 gold with Bran. Did good damage too, for as close as that fight was. Dealing 16. He's gonna have a hard time getting online. Goose is too slow, right? If he was last turn even, we could have considered that double Goose might be the way to win this lobby. Tavern Tempest Baran on board. It's almost doable. It's double Goose. Okay, it's not double Goose. Murkai. Never gonna get there. What a big cleave. Is ever a 15-15 cleave? Be a 15-15 zap. God damn, man. Yeah, it's probably a cleave. Sephon's gonna be bad considering the boards that we're facing. Would have been good in a lot of lobbies. Nope. No on the Battlemaster. So we should use this just in case we get the reroll now. We'll hold the jug till we know it's going to be on the board. Try to get the milk off of the genie for one more turn. Honestly, I would triple the Mantid at this point. Like, we're not going to be able to play for, like, little Divine Shield poisons. It doesn't do anything against beast boards. So, like, Golden Zap may be a better line than anything else we have available to us. Yeah, that was the board that murdered us in the mid-game. Posted a bug board state. I've been getting a lot to your Discord. When you get a chance, tell me if you've seen this one before. Yeah, I can look at it in a second. Isn't terrible. We get enough scaling for it. Hey, a triple. We were totally gonna play these wildfires. It's actually a good card on this board, which is hilarious. I think it's Evergoldren. There's Zap number 2. Yeah, against Guff, it's not as great. But in general, Golden Zap against the double beast boards was probably the way to win this lobby. Double Cleave is great as well. We could try to lead with it, but like, we just got to view this as maybe somehow killing Baron. 2 of them together. If there's a 6-star, Nadina will always be offered. Zap Nadina plus something useless. That is the way. That's Bob's way. Hydra first. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's kind of a judgment call here. Against Guff. 7 beasts. Is Cleave better or is Zap better early? And maybe just Zap's not useful here. Double Cleave first is reasonable. He also has 7 beasts. Doesn't mean he didn't get Baron this turn. And if he did, then it's zappable this turn. Even if it, like, these combined could kill a Mama Bear or something, that'd be worthwhile. Hey, look, a Baron. That's the thing we need to zap. Rewarded. Rewarded for playing around the potential win condition. We did it. Sometimes lucky. A dead Baron's best. Yeah, agreed. Now we'll potentially have Mega Wind Fury against this guy next time. I just think there's enough upside for it. You just make that read. Hey, look, Golden Zap. Alright, well, Coiler, I mean, isn't worthless. Yeah, I mean, maybe. We triple it, I guess. It's like we're not going to play it most of the time. We really want something to take Brand's place. Reborn's really good. Extra stats are good. Selfless isn't great because we don't really keep it on the board, you know? Put the stats on Zap. Be 20 damage. Probably not. Can't imagine I care about a Sephin, do I? Like, I'll just play a normal Sephin instead of Golden Sephin. We look at a 6 instead. Second Fellbat's kind of interesting. Stats kind of matter more than poison at this point. Two extra adapts. I mean, true. I'm not keeping the gas coiler. Not in the against the two people that we see. Mega Wind Fury. Still really good, even if you protect the Baron. Turns out, losing everything on your board before the Goldring combo goes off is still fatal. I mean, we got him there. Go first, win, or kill him. Man, we kind of said, like, we can't really make a comp this game. We'll just play counter to what other people's comps are and just try to win the game off a tech card. I don't even know if I want a golden Firebat. Reborn doesn't really do anything. Unless we get Firebat into Gas Coiler, I guess would be a read there. We should probably pick up the Uther. There are a couple things that we could take that would be board upgrades. Like just a Sephin for that matter. We could just make a golden or a big Sephin. Leroy over Firebat. Yeah. It's not like we need to play around Ghoul, but I guess if this thing doesn't get a proc, then it could be a little bit better. Debatably, you should put the buff on the Sephin over the Leroy. I always think Leroy needs buff because of Ghoul, but there's no way this guy Ghouls. Why is the Sephin Lightning Bolt glowing? Because it's been bugged since they removed buddies. Eating a 15/15 isn't bad. Yeah, that was an option too, just to make the stats a little bit bigger. I think I'd rather just have a Leroy on the board. It's pretty close though. This can be Wind Fury. This can be Cleave. This can be Cleave. This thing's more likely to be able to kill things if it attacks early rather than later. The more things that die, the less likely Wildfire is to overkill into things. Oh, Battlemaster? I don't think stats are really that relevant. Ha, joke's on you. I have Golden Zap. That still gets to the Baron. There you go, Cleave. It's one of those games where I encounter Bofur's board and yell, that's not even a comp, as I take 30. This is just a game where we saw too many people going beasts, so we just countered beasts. And we got lucky, and everybody left at the end were all beast boards. Feels good, man. Our read was, we can't win this game, so let's make sure everyone loses this game. That was a 3% lead.